So next, how to solve the questions in regression analysis. So question would be very simple, that you have to find out the regression lines, the regression coefficients, the arithmetic mean. These type of questions would be in the exam. So now to apply the theory to solve the questions. So now first question is, from the following data, obtain the two regression equation. That means we have to find out both y on x and x on y. So both equations we have to find out. So if you remember, what was the formula for the y equation? Means the regression line of y over x, it is y minus y bar v by x, x minus x bar. So for this we need x bar and y bar and b by x. So x bar is the arithmetic mean of x data, y bar is the arithmetic mean of y data, and b by x is the regression coefficient of y over x. So next, the question, how to find out b by x. So we have three types of formulas for b by x. First was using the exact mean, x bar y bar. Second is the shortcut method using the assumed mean, and third one is which is without using any mean. So in first question we are using the first formula, that is using the actual mean. So here the b by x is summation x minus x bar dot y minus y bar divided by, because this is x is at the later stage, so summation denominator would be summation x minus x bar square. So if you remember, this is the formula for regression coefficient of y over x. So for this again we need x bar y bar, the differences, and next the product and the square of differences. So we need this. So first, using, because we have to find out both equations, so y on x, x on y, so means we have to find out b by x and b x y. So this is the data, this is sales and the corresponding purchases. So assume any variable as x and second variable as y. So suppose this is sales, these are sales 91, 97, 108, and the corresponding value of purchases, suppose this is y variable. So these are purchases, these are sales. So next, write the formula. First, regression line of y over x. Here we need x bar and y bar. So calculating x bar. What is x bar? How to find out x bar? X bar is arithmetic mean of x data. So summing up all the x values divided by the total number of observations. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So total 10 values. So total of x value is 900. So 900 divided by 10 is 90. Similarly for y data, summing up all the y values. So this is 700 and divided by divide by the total number of observation points. So again we have 10 points. So 700 by 10 is 70. So x bar and y bar are 90 and 70 respectively. So now we have the x bar y bar, that is y bar is 70, x bar is 90. Now only thing which is left is b by x. So for b by x we need these three terms: x minus x bar, y minus y bar, x minus x bar square. So first x minus x bar. So x bar is, because it is 90, so x minus x bar is x minus 90. So we have to find out these differences. So 91 minus 90, 97 minus 90, 108 minus 90, 121 minus 90. So we are getting these differences. So this is this factor. Now y minus y bar is 70. So y minus y bar is y minus 70. So taking the differences of y values from the 70, 71 minus 70, 75 minus 70, 69 minus 70. So we are getting this column. So this is x minus x bar, this is y minus y bar, and now we have to multiply these. So this x minus x bar into y minus y bar, and finally we have to take the sum. So this is u into v. So in this case also we have read in this book they have written they have used u and v for differences, but we have used u and v for assumed mean differences, because in this case these are the actual means. So we cannot write u and v according to our theory, but this book has use these terminologies. So these U and V are nothing. They are not from the assumed mean. These are not differences from the assumed mean. They are simply the differences from the actual mean. So otherwise you don't need to write U and V. You can use directly x minus x bar, x y minus y bar. And next, the product of these differences, x minus x bar into y minus y bar. So 1 into 1, 7 into 5, 18 into minus 1, 31 into 27. So these are the products. Now the sum of these products. So we have to add all these values. So we are getting summation 3900. So this is the numerator value. Now denominator. So x minus x bar is square. So first we have to square the differences, then we have to make the sum. Clear? This is not a square of sum. This is sum of squares. So first we have to find out squares. So x minus x square means this column. So we have to square these values. So 1 is square 1, 7 is square 49, 18 is square 324. So like all the squares. And now adding all these squares is 6360. So this is the denominator. So 6360. So numerator is 3900 and denominator is 6360. So after dividing this, we are getting 0.61 as b by x. So 0.6 b by x is 0.61. Again, simplifying this, y is equal to 0.613x minus 0.61 into 90 plus 70. So we are getting 14. So this is the first regression line. Similarly, because we have to find out other regression line also, that is the regression line of x on y. So what is the formula? X minus x bar is equal to bxy, y minus y bar. X bar is 90, y bar is 70. Now what is bxy? So bxy, the numerator is same, summation x minus x bar dot y minus y bar. We are using the first formula, type of formula, means taking the differences from actual mean. So in that case, bxy, b by x, the numerators are same. Summation x minus x bar, y minus b by, this value we already have, and this is 3900. And next in the denominator, we have now summation y minus y bar square in case of, instead of summation x minus x bar square, because this is b by x. So x is at later position. So denominator is in terms of x. Here bxy, y is at the later position. So the denominator would be in terms of y. So summation y minus y bar square. So now we have to find out the y minus y bar column. This column we already have, this y minus y bar. Now we have to square these values and taking the sum. So this is that difference, y minus 70 whole square. So 1 square, 5 square, minus 1 square, 27 square. These squares are here, and adding all these squares, we are getting 2868. So this is the denominator, 2868. So after dividing this, we are getting 1.36. So this is bxy. So bxy is 1.36. Now simplifying this equation, we are getting x is equal to 1.36y, and 90 minus 1.36 into 70 is minus 5.8. So this is the second regression line, x over y. So these very simple question is there. Only you have to use the calculator. The calculations are there. Now, so this was using the first type of formula, using the actual mean. Now we will solve one question using the assumed mean. That is the formula in terms of u and v. So again the same question, fit the equation of line of regression based on the following data. So because they are asking fit the equation of line of regression, so they have not mentioned which equation we have to find out, whether line of regression of y line of regression or x line of regression. So we have to find out both, because we don't know what was the actual question. So fit the equation of line of regression, that means we have to find out both the lines, x over y, y over x, because they have not mentioned. So which equation is to be found out. So this is x, these are x values, these are y values. So we have to, now we are, otherwise there is no problem. You can use the actual mean, you can use the assumed, because in both cases we will get the same answer, because we have proved that using the change of origin will not change our answer. So just simply to illustrate how to solve using assumed mean, I'm solving this equation. So 3 and so I have assumed that 3 is the assumed mean for x and 2 is the assumed mean for y. So we have to find out both the lines. So what was the first line? So regression line of y over x, y minus y bar is equal to b by x into x minus x bar. So again, so y bar is 3 because so in this case also we need the actual mean, because the y bar and x bar are they are the actual means of x and y data. So first we need to calculate the mean. So x bar is summation x by n. Summation x is the total of x values. This is 15. So 15 divided by how many values are there? N is the number of observation point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divided by 5 is 3. So x bar is 3. And mean of y is summation y over n. Summation y is total of these y values. This is again 15. 15 by total values is are the total number of values 5. So this is 3. So both mean of x bar is 3, y bar is 3. So this is the y minus 3, x minus 3. Now find out the value of b by x. So here in this case we are using the assumed mean method. ठीक, अदरवाइज जो वैल्यूज हैं वो बहुत स्मॉल वैल्यूज हैं, तो आप डायरेक्ट मीन को भी यूज कर सकते हो, क्योंकि 3 है, कोई डेसिमल पॉइंट भी नहीं है. ठीक है, इस केस में आपको इतनी जरूरत नहीं है शॉर्टकट मेथड की, बट जस्ट टू इलस्ट्रेट कैसे आपको सॉल्व करना है, मैं इसको अज्यूम मीन से कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है, so I have assumed 3 for the x data, and I have assumed mean 2 as for the y data. So the what is b by x? This is n summation uv minus summation u summation v and summation u square minus summation u square. So what is u? U is x minus 3, because this is ax, and v is y minus ay is 2. I have assumed 2 as mean for y data. So this is u, so u is x minus 3, v is y minus 2. So next what we need summation u summation v and product and square. So u is x minus 3, so 4 minus 3, 2 minus 3, 3 minus 3, 4 minus 3, 2 minus 3. These are u values. Next v is y minus 2, so 2 minus 2, 3 minus 2, 2 minus 2, 4 minus 2, 4 minus 2. These are v values. This is the sum for u values, this is sum of for v values. Next what? So we have summation u summation v. Next we have to know this product, summation of product. So u into v, so 1 into 0 minus 1 into 1, 0 into 0, 1 into 2 minus 1 into 2. So these are products. Next summing up, so adding all these values we are getting minus 1. So now we have minus 1, this value. Now n is the number of observation points, so we have 5 points, so 5. Summation uv is minus 1 minus summation u is 0, summation v is 5, so 0 into 5. Now the denominator is n, again 5. Next summation of u square, so first we need to calculate u square. So u square, so this is u, 1 square minus 1 square, 0 square, 1 square minus 1 square. So these are u squares. Sum is 4. So this is 4. Next this is summation u whole square. So summation u we already have. So summation u is 0. So this is 0 square. So after substituting all values, we are getting minus 5 by 20, which is minus 1 by 4. So this is minus 1 by 4. So this is the regression line of y over x. So just simply writing in the simplest form. Next, regression line of x on y. So x minus x bar, y bxy, y minus y bar. So x bar is 3. These are, remember these are actual means. Do not write 2 here, because 3 and 2 we have assumed mean for x and y, but the actual means are 3 and 3. So in the formula, these x bar, y bar are the actual means. So this is 3. Again bxy. So what is bxy? Bxy numerator is same. So n u summation uv minus summation u summation v. Now the denominator is in terms of v. So n summation v square minus summation v square. So v square we have to calculate. So these are v values 0, 1, 0, 2, 2. So squares are 0, 1, 0, 4, 4. So sum is 9. So the numerator is same. This is n, which is 5. Summation b square is 9, and this is summation b whole square. Summation b is 5. So 5 square. So this is again we are getting minus 1 by 4. So minus 1 by 4. Just simplifying the equation. This is the regression line of x on y. So next, find the two lines of regression from the following data. So first question is again to find out y over x line and x over y line. So what is the data? This is the age of husband and the age of wife. So one pair, one couple. So this is husband's age. This is his wife's age. This is second husband's age and his wife's age. So this is that data. Next, hence estimate. So this is the main question. This is the purpose of regression, to predict the value of dependent variable with respect to independent variable, or to predict the value of independent variable with respect to dependent variable. So now we have to estimate the age of husband when the age of wife is 19. So we have to predict the age of husband whose wife age is 19 using this data. Again, the age of wife when the age of husband is 30. So we have to predict the age of wife whose husband's age is 30. And third question is the correlation coefficient between them. So in this case, a lot of questions are there. First, the two regression lines, next two predictions, and next is correlation coefficient. So in this case, we have to find out the R value also. The R means the correlation coefficient. So we know, so there is no extra term, because you know what is correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient is R. If you remember the formula, R is the R, it's square root of the regression coefficients. So now because for the regression lines we need to calculate the regression coefficients, so multiply those regression coefficient and taking the square root, we will get our correlation coefficient. So so we have to assume one variable as x, other variable as y. So we can take any, suppose age of husband is the x variable and age of wife is the corresponding y variable. So this is x, this is y, and now we will use the assumed mean method, because a lot of data points are there, and if you see the actual means, this is 25.6 and this is 17.2. So if you use the actual mean for b by x and bxy, you will get a very trouble in calculating the differences, because these are decimal points number. So 25 minus this, 22 minus this, 28 minus this, then taking the multiplication, taking the squares. So it will be very tough, or it will be very time consuming. So to make our calculation easy, in this case we will use assumed mean method, the shortcut method, because we have to make the calculations easy. So I have here they have assumed 26 assumed mean for x data and 17 as assumed mean for y data, but there is no strict rule that you have to follow these values only. You can choose any of the number from these values or from outside these values. So in this case they have used 26 and 17. We can use different values also. So this is totally up to us, and this will not affect our answer. So suppose 26 is the assumed mean for x data, 17 is the assumed mean for y data. Now simply you have to apply the formula. You know how to apply the formula. First we need to calculate the regression lines. So regression lines, you know, y minus y bar, b by x, x minus x bar. So y bar is 17.2, x bar is 25.6. This you know how to calculate the x bar and y bar. And next b by x. So for b by x, this is b by x summation. So this is not the different formula. This is the same formula. Only thing is different, which So we can use this formula if you divide this formula by n. So by this 1 by n here, 1 by n here, so we'll get the second form. So in this case, what they have done, they have uh, means keeping n outside from these terms. So if you take n outside this, this would be summation uv minus summation u summation v divided by n. And in the denominator also, suppose you taking this n out of this, so n is out of this, so what is left? Summation u square minus summation u whole square divided by n, and this n would be cancelled by this n. So this is that formula only. Otherwise you can use this form also, the same formula is there. So b by x, so if we take multiply this by n, you will get that formula, this formula. So either use this form or that form, there is no change in the answer. So this is summation u v, summation of u into v, summation u summation v divided by n, and summation u square summation u whole square. So simply you know how to calculate u. U is x minus assumed mean of x data, so which is 26, and v is y minus assumed mean of y data, which is 17. So u x minus 26, y minus 17, squares of these values, and product. So u in this u, this v, so this is product. So we have to use these summations. So substituting all these summations here, n is the number of observation points, which is 10, I think. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So substituting all these values, we are getting b by x as 0.385, and bxy is 2.23. So this is bxy 2.23. So this is one regression line x, this is x over y, and this is y over x. Now one thing I have not told you yet, that prediction, about the prediction, how to predict. Suppose, so you need, because we have two regression lines, so which equation is to be used for estimation. So suppose this is the question where we have to predict the age of husband. So age, the variable we need to, so age of husband, the corresponding variable is x. Clear? Age of, we have to predict this variable, that means we have to predict x. Y is given, so corresponding to given y, we have to predict x. So the predicted the variable which we have to predict, according to that we have to use the equation. So if you have to predict the x, then you will use x line. And suppose if you have to predict y, then you will use y line. Clear? So because here we had have to predict both variables. So first question is, what is the age of husband whose wife age is 19? So y is given, age of wife is given, that means y is given. So y is given, we have to predict x corresponding this y, that means 19. So we have to predict x, that means we will use the regression line of x. So what is the regression line of x? This is regression line of x. So in this we will substitute the value y as 19. So put y as 19, the age of y, that is y is 19. So y is 19 in x equation, because we have to predict x. So x is equal to 19 into something. So this is 29.6, because that x and y represent the age. So because the all ages are in terms in years, so this is the approximation. So 29.6 is similar to 30 years, almost 30 years. So the age of husband is 30 years, whose wife is 19 years. Similarly, next, the age of y is when age of husband, that is age of husband is 30, that is x is given, we have to predict y. So we have to use the y line, the regression line of y. So regression line of y is this. So here we have to substitute the value of x. So x is 30 into something plus something is 18.89, which is equivalent to 19 years. So the age of wife whose husband age is 30 is nearly 19 years. Now the next question is, the correlation coefficient. So we know the correlation coefficient is equal to plus minus square root b by x into bxy. B by x is 0.385, bxy is 2.23. So multiply these values, taking the square root, which is 0.927. Now the sign, if you remember, I told you what sign you have to select. So which sign, it depends on the sign of regression coefficient. Since both the regression coefficients are positive, so we have to use positive sign for r. So here bxy is positive, byx is also positive, so both are positive, so we have to take r as positive value. So this square root is 0.927 and we have to take plus sign because both regression coefficients are positive. So this is the question. I think you can solve the next questions because this is the same question. One variable x, y variable is given. Find the linear regression of x on y. So in this case, you have to find out one line only, x on y. That means this line only. So you have to find out bxy only. Clear? So using the same formula here also, the actual means are in decimal numbers. So we can solve, but it will take time. So we will use assumed mean method. So here they have used 120 and 1.8 as assumed mean. Otherwise, you can choose the different values also. So use your own assumed mean, solve the question and verify the answer. This is something different question. Find the regression equation of y and x, means both equation we have to find out. The coefficient of correlation we have to find out from the following data. So here in this case, we don't know what is the x, what are the x values, what are the y values. They have been means they have given us the summations. So summation of x, summation of y, the n number of total observation points. So what is x bar? Summation x by n, so 60 by 10. So this is 6. Y bar is summation by n, this is 4. Now bxy, because we have to find out both regression lines, that means bxy, b by x. So what is bxy? We have to use this formula only because we don't know the data. We know the summations only. So this summation, this type of summations, for this type of values, we can use this formula only, not u and v formula. So we cannot use shortcut method. Clear? So this is, if you remember, this is the third type of formula without using any mean. If you remember, what was the third type of formula? This without using any mean. This is b by x, bxy, summation and summation xy, summation x, summation y, summation x square, summation x square, summation y square, summation y whole square. So in this case, we don't need any arithmetic mean or assumed mean or any difference using the means. Here directly we can substitute the formula. So we have been given with summation x, summation y, summation xy, summation x square, summation y square. So we will use this formula only. So in this case, we have to remember this formula because this is the only choice we have. So because otherwise, what would be the difficulty? We cannot use this formula because we don't know what is u, what is v. In this case, we don't know. You know x bar, y bar, but you don't know this difference x minus x bar because we don't know x. We know the summation x only. So we cannot use this formula. For this, we must know x minus x bar, which is not given to us. So this is the only choice. So summation xy, this is the sum, that is the same difference. If you multiply this formula by n, you will get our formula. Means if you take this n common and n common from the numerator and denominator, we will have the formula in the given format. Otherwise, there is no difference. So this is summation xy, which is given 1150. Summation x dot summation y. Summation x is 60. Summation y is 40. 60 into 40. N is number of observation, which is 10. So this is summation y square. So summation y square is 1720. summation y whole square, that is summation y is 40. So 40 square divided by n. So we know, now we know bxy. Similarly, b by x, everything is given to us. So we will have the b by x, and the correlation coefficient is square root of summation bxy ba by x. So multiply these values taking the square root, because both regression coefficient are positive, so r would be positive. So what we need to calculate the correlation coefficient and two regression lines. So this is one answer, and this is y minus y bar, b by x, x minus x bar, y bar is 4. These means were not given to us, but we can calculate, because x bar is summation x by n, summation x is 60, n is 10. Similarly, y bar is summation by n. So this is one regression line. I think they have asked only the regression equation of y and x. In this case, we have to find out both the equations. If it is on, in case of and, means equation of y on x, then we need to find out one equation only. And means we have to find out both the equations. So you can find out. Now, this is very frequent question in the exam. These type of questions they ask in the exam. If regression equation of x on y, this is x on y equation, this is regression line y on x. So these are two regression lines. Now we have to find out the mean of x and y. How to find out? If you remember that property, two regression lines, they intersect at the mean. So these are two lines. Simply solve these two linear lines. 5x minus y is equal to 22. 64x minus 45y is equal to 24. If you solve these equations, you will find the values of x and y, and those values are the x bar and the y bar. So x bar is 6, y bar is 8. Now the regression coefficient, because in this case, if you remember the properties, if you are given with two regression lines, so one equation would be x on y, other would be y on x. So if you solve x on y equation for x, you will get bxy, and if you solve y on x equation, you will get byx. So here, because they have mentioned that this is x line, this is y line, so we don't need to have any confusion. This is regression line of y on x. So 64x minus 45 by is equal to 24. This is y over x. So solve this for y. So what is the 45 y? It is 64x 45 and 64x minus 24. So what is the value of y? Is it 64 by 45 into x minus 24 by 45. So the coefficient of x is our regression coefficient. So this is b by x, because this is y over x line. So we will get b by x. So this is 64 by 45. And the second line is a regression line of x over y, which is 5x minus y is equal to 22. So solve this for x. So 5x is equal to y plus 25. So x is 1 by 5 y plus 22 5 by. So the coefficient of y is our regression coefficient. So this is x line. So we will get bxy. So bxy is 1 by 5. So now we have two regression coefficient. Now the next question is correlation coefficient. So you know r is square root of the product of correlation coefficient. So product of these taking the square root, because both regression coefficient are positive, so r would be positive. And the next question is the standard deviation of, what is the standard deviation of y if the variance of x is 25. So variance of x is given, which is 25. If you know the standard, what is the relation between variance and standard deviation? Variance is the square of standard deviation. So it is variance. So square of standard deviation is 25. So standard deviation would be 5. It is positive because standard deviation is always positive. So we cannot take the negative sign. So variance is given. So taking the square root of variance is our standard deviation. So this is variance of x. That means standard deviation of x is 5. We have to find out the standard deviation of y. So you know the formula, b by x is r sigma y, standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x. So everything is known to us. b by x is 64 by 45 from here, and r is 8 by 15 from here, and sigma y we have to find out, and sigma x is 5 from here. So after simplifying this equation, we will get our sigma y, that means standard deviation of y. Yeah, we can use the other formula also, bxy. From that formula also we will get the same result. Now the confusion is here. The same question is there, everything is same. Mean, we have to find out the mean, the regression coefficient, the correlation coefficient, the standard deviation, but here they have not mentioned which equation is y equation, which equation is x equation. In that question, we know what was the regression equation of x, what was the regression equation of y. But in this case, we don't know. These are two regression lines. We don't know which is x equation, which is y equation. So first we have to guess only. This is the only solution we have. First we have to guess. Suppose the first equation is x line. So first we need to calculate the mean values of xy. You know, both regression line, they intersect at the means. So solve these two equations by using substitution or elimination method. We will get x and y values, and those values are the mean values. So solve these two linear lines, we'll get x bar and y bar. Now, because we don't know this is x equation or y equation, we assume, suppose. So in this case, let us assume, because we have to find out regression coefficient. So for regression coefficient, we must know what is the x line, what is the y line, but in this case, it is not given to us. So we will predict, we will assume, suppose so they have assumed that this line is y over x. Okay, so this is y over x, so other would be x over y. So if this is y over x, we will solve this for y. So for x minus 5 by plus 33 is equal to 0. Solve this for y, 5 by is equal to something, so y is equal to this. So the coefficient of x is our regression coefficient. This is y line, so this is b by x. So b by x is 4 by 5, and other equation is x over y. So solving this for x, we will get this as bxy, the coefficient of y. Now we have to verify, because we don't know the regression line, which is x line, which is y line. So we have to verify. So multiply this regression coefficient byx and bxy. So this product is coming less than 1. So there is no problem. Our selection was correct. But if suppose you assume that this is x line, this is y line. So if this is x line, you will solve this for x. So you will get 5 by 4 as regression coefficient bxy, and if this is y line, so you will get 20 by 9 as bxy. Sorry, if this is x line, so you will solve this for x, so you will get 5 by 4 as bxy, and this is y line, so you will solve this for y, so you will get 20 by 9 as b by x. So 20 by 9 is greater than 1, and 5 by 4 is also greater than 1. So if you multiply these values, 5 by 4 into 20 by 9, this product would be greater than 1. So this property will not be satisfied. The product is again greater than 1, which is not possible. Clear? So our selection was wrong. So we have to swap our selection. So now I hope you know what I wanted to tell. So because we don't know which is x line, which is y line, so simply we guess one equation as x, other equation as y. We will solve, find out bxy, b by x, and we will verify. If this product is less than 1, then our selection was correct. Otherwise, we will swap our selection to get the right regression coefficients. So the next question is same, the correlation coefficient, which is the product, the square root of product of regression coefficient. Take the plus sign because both regression coefficients are positive. Again, the variance of x is 9 is given. That means sigma x square is 9. So sigma x is 3. So we can get the sigma y. Now one extra question is there. The value of y for x is 3. So when x is 3, we have to find y. So what we have to predict? We have to predict y. So we will use y line. So what was the y line? This was y line. 4x minus 5 by plus 33 is equal to 0. So 4x minus 5y plus 33 is equal to 0. In this equation, we will substitute the value of x. X is 3. So we can get y. Clear? So now the there is no, I think, don't think there is no, there is any new question. The same questions, same type of questions are there. The mean, regression coefficient, correlation coefficient. So you will solve. If you find any difficulty or in concept or question, we can discuss in the coming classes. So the same question, what is given, x bar is given, y bar is given, the regression coefficients are given. So directly we can calculate the correlation coefficient, standard deviation, equation of regression lines. So the same question, brothers, mean height is 67, standard deviation 3.5. So mean height, that means x bar is 65, y bar is 65, standard deviation is 3.5, standard deviation of y is 2.5. R is also given, where the correlation given is 0.8. So everything is given, standard deviations, R, and the mean. So in this case, we have to find out the regression lines. So it is y line, y minus y bar, b by x, x minus x bar. We have y bar, we have x bar, b by x. Because we don't know the data, we know the standard deviations and x bar. So we know the b by x value is also in terms of R, sigma I, sigma y, sigma x. We know the R, we know these standard deviation. So directly substitute these values, we will get our b by x and substitute here. So this is the y line. Again, calculate the coefficient of regression lines. So means we have to find out b by x and bxy. So x values are given, y values are given. Either used the first method or the shortcut method. So the same question is there, nothing new. Again, find out the two regression lines, estimate y. So whenever you have to estimate y, we will use y line, the regression line of y over x. So the same question is there. Find out the coefficient of correlation, two regression lines, the same question is there, nothing new. Here also the summation x square, summation y square. So directly we have been given with the summations. So we can use because we have to find out in this case what we have to find, the correlation coefficient we have to find out. So correlation coefficient formula, if you remember, this is the direct method. So directly we have to substitute the values. So again, summations are given, regression line data is given, we can use any of the method. In this case, we don't have the actual data, but mean of x is x bar, mean of y is 142, variance, that means sigma x square is 130 and sigma y square is 165. These are variances. So, and the summation of product of differences is 1220. So indirect question is there. So x bar is 53, y bar is 142, n is 10, I think, where यहाँ पर आपको दिया है. So 10 means the observation points is 10, n is 10. Sigma x square, the variance is 130 for x data, variance is 165 for y data. So what is the R? If you remember, summation x minus x bar, y minus y bar, this is another formula for a correlation coefficient. So you have to follow the correlation analysis topic. I told you this formula also, and sigma x sigma y, because we have been given with variances, so we cannot use the other formula, we have to use this formula only. So everything is given, substitute everything, we will get R, and now we have R, sigma y, sigma x, x bar, y bar, so we can get the regression line. This is the same question, two regression lines are given, mean is the intersecting point, standard deviation, correlation coefficient. So now these are two regression lines, are the regression line of x on y and y on x. So this is, first is x line, second is y line. Show that 0 is less than or equal to 4k, less than or equal to 41. So because this is x line, so we can get bxy from here, the regression coefficient of x. So solving this for x, where it is x is equal to 4y plus 5. So the coefficient of y is our bxy. So this is bxy. So bxy is 4 and this is y line. So the coefficient of x is b by x. So this is b by x. So we know that r is equal to square root of the product of these means r square is product of bxy and b by x. So we know that the r square value is always between 0 and 1 because this is r square. Otherwise r is between -1 and +1. So we know that r square value is between 0 and 1. So the product is also between 0 and 1, and the product is this bxy is 4 and b by x is k. So this 4k is lies between 0 and 1. So the first proof is there. Now if k is 1 by 16, find the so so now we have the value of k 1 by 16. So if k is 1 by 16, so the bxy is already 4, the b by x is it is k, so b by x is 1 by 16 because k is given to us, which is 1 by 16. So r square is product of these two values. So bxy is 4 and b by x is k, and k is 1 by 16. So r is 1 by 4. R square is 1 by 4. So r would be 1 by 2. Find the mean of two variables. So these are two regression lines. So first line is y line. So the k is so we have now the means. Now suppose because we have to find out the means of two variables, that means x bar and y bar. So these are two regression lines, and we know the two regression lines intersect at the means. So now we have the numerical values for k. So this is 1 by 16. So we have to solve these two linear equation to find out the value of x and y, and those values will represent the means. So we will get our means. Same question is here. The means are given: x bar, y bar, standard deviation of x, standard deviation y. So the same question is there, nothing new. So you go through all the questions. If you find any difficulty, we can discuss personally or in the group also. So this was about the regression. So our next topic would be the calculation, the concept of skewness and kurtosis. So in the coming lecture, we will discuss about the skewness and the kurtosis.